back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see what best though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down now, it's Simpson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
47 is the mic. Right here, right here.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
This boy John Brown so fast.
Bills touchdown. John Brown, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
We got 3.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Simpson. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Both sides. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first, here's Washington. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On play action, Allen. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 10-yard line. Check 45. Come on. Hey, get in the way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their men's? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gordon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Get off the field. Boys, 58. Check. And 58 is a mic. Go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
45.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback 3rd and long. You really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Star Latulippe. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, it's Simpson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
45. Round 80. 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check, 47. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 1st down, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. This is Gordon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready? 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Get that quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Murray now, flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now Gordon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check 41. 6 man. Check 41.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Let's go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On 1st down, Simpson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
40.
Allen now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Allen. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
45. Watch the pass in. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Three down.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray going to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Murray sets to throw on 4th. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
Mike, 45. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From midfield, here's Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the...
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check 45 is the mark. Check 45 is the mark. We own them. We own them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Round 80.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Simpson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll run on first down. It's Washington. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Third down, Simpson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. From the 17, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.